Ang drive ko talaga para kumuha ng course at mag-aral ng panibagong skill is yung nangyaring problem sa akin during the pandemic. I got separated from my son and my family for more than a year. And during that time, I developed depression and anxiety. That's when I decided to resign from my work abroad and look for another way to survive here in the Philippines. I was ready to give up my work in Qatar along with the amount of the money that I'm earning. So many sleepless nights, so many anxiety attacks I was suffering during that time. And then one night, I cried to the Lord. I prayed to at least show me the way or let me know if I'm making the right decisions in my life. And I didn't know that bedrock is God's way of answering my prayer. Yung bedrock yung naging way para magkaroon ako ng new hope sa pag-uwi ko dito sa Philippines. Before we even graduated, I was able to land a great working opportunity in a good accounting and tax firm. I was able to nail the interviews because the course will not only teach you about the technicalities of accounting and taxes, but you will also learn how to develop confidence, how to present yourself, and believe in your ability. I am now working from home. I am enjoying my time with my son and my husband, free from anxiety and depression, and earning more than what I have prayed for. There's a great opportunity waiting for us in the U.S. tax industry. There's a scarcity of good accountants and tax preparers. If you want to be one, you can be one. Just believe in yourself. Always pray to God. His plans are always bigger, always brighter, always better than what we have in our minds. You just need to take action now. Pray and God will do His miracles.
Hello, Jumpstarters. Joe DeCharis, CPA and founder of Bedrock Business Builders Corp. Proud CEO, proud leader of an extraordinary team. And I am coming to you live from downtown BGC tonight. That's right. I'm in Metro Manila. I fell in love with the Philippines and the Philippine people, so I actually decided to move here. I am on a mission, folks. I am on a mission to disrupt the accounting industry in the U.S. and you, the Philippine people, are the solution. Okay, so I am on a journey to educate, inspire, motivate as many Philippine people as I can. Now, you don't have to be an accountant, believe it or not. I taught my mother when she was 65 years old how to do bookkeeping, and she helped me run my business for over 15 years, doing accounting, bookkeeping, payroll, dealing with my clients. And that was the hardest part of the job, dealing with clients. And that's the crux of what we really teach. You see, you can learn the technical skills on your own. There's plenty of YouTube channels. There's plenty of content out there. I don't compete with that. What I offer is my unique experience dealing with thousands of small business owners on every different level of accounting and taxes. Hello, Marianne. How are you? Thank you for supporting me. If you don't know Coach Yan Yan, she runs an amazing group called Accounting Peoples. And Marianne, if you could just put your link in the chat, I would appreciate it, because I recommend all of our students to hook up with Yan Yan. She offers, just like me, a unique type of service. So between Bedrock and Accounting Peoples, you are guaranteed success. And tonight, oh, and let me just make a note. If you see, I'm wearing a pink shirt tonight, and I was going to change into my Bedrock shirt, which I always wear during these things, but I just had a meeting with my operations manager, Luz Ventura, and my accounting manager, Catherine, and they both said that I look younger. They said that I look younger wearing this. So I think we're going to have to change our. All I need is a logo, because if I look younger, then I need to be in pink. I want to be in pink. Hello, Grace. Thank you for joining. And tonight, and this is for everyone. This is for Grace, my team. Hello, Geraldine. Thank you for joining and supporting us. You know, accounting is a service. It's a service industry. Okay. And it's all based on relationships. And this is one of the problems that the US accounting industry has right now. Hello, Janine. How are you? You're in big trouble. We need to talk. Janine was our first Philippine hire. She is the VP of marketing right now. And if you want to work for Bedrock, be careful for what you ask for, because it's high pressure. I don't let anybody relax. And yeah, Janine's no exception. But what's amazing is all of our team members, they don't quit. They rise to the occasion. They rise to the occasion. And that's one of the reasons why I moved to the Philippines, because I know that this culture, this country is going to change the accounting industry. So when I first started in accounting over 40 years ago, what I learned was we met with the client, we went through their financials, and then we reviewed them with the client. Now, I was a junior accountant and I had a senior accountant, so I got to experience firsthand. Hello, America. How come you're not working? So, yeah, we have a couple of our, hi, Mara. And yeah, we have our team members here because we are a team and we support each other. Hello, I don't hides. I hope I pronounced your name correctly, Miranda. Thank you for joining. So what I learned early on was that relationship that we had with the client. And I didn't realize how important it was until decades later. And I realized that the current state of the accounting industry in the United States, they lack a relationship with their clients. So if you want to be successful, if you want to build your own agency, and that's really what we're looking for. In Jumpstart, my objective is to find people that want to build an agency. Now, that doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. Sometimes it takes years. It took me decades. I don't want it to take you decades. Yes, Marika, I can see you multitasking. Thank you. This is important, Marika. Hello, Agnes. Thank you for joining. Yes, and you know that I'm joking. You know that I'm joking about not working, and this is more important. This is more important than doing somebody's tax return, doing somebody's bookkeeping. So yeah, just stay tuned, because I want you to learn this as well. Anybody on my team needs to know this and understand where I'm coming from. So a bunch of things happened from the time I learned how to do accounting, when we had those strong relationships with clients, and the present day. And it's happened over decades. Hello, Chris. It's happened slowly but surely over decades. And I don't want to get into that. I have another live broadcast Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays where actually calling out the accounting industry on these topics. Because what accountants forgot was the relationship. They got lazy. They got lazy because of things like QuickBooks, the internet, plus the fact that there's a severe shortage of accountants and tax preparers. So they don't have a problem getting clients. They don't have a problem getting clients. Their solution was, let's take shortcuts. Let's take the garbage books that they're giving us and just plop it into a tax return. I see it all the time, and it really upsets me. We do accounting at Bedrock. I still do accounting the way I learned it 40 years ago. Technology, QuickBooks or whatever, we don't use QuickBooks anymore. We're migrating right into Xero, because Xero is actually one of the best accounting programs out there. So if you're watching this and you want to know what program you should learn, I would go with Xero, because eventually the world is going to realize QuickBooks Online, QuickBooks Desktop, and even Wave apps are substandard compared to Xero. Okay, that's my prediction. Write it down. 5 years from now, Xero is going to dominate the market. So today, what we do at Bedrock is we actually talk to clients. I talk to clients almost every day. They text me, they email me. We do Zoom calls. I'm in constant contact with my clients. And not only am I in contact with them, but my team is in contact with them. You see, they're in the trenches with my clients. They're dealing with all the details, all the questions. That's not my job anymore. That's what they do. My job is to oversee everything, make sure the client is happy, maintain the client relationship. So let's go through the slideshow that one of our team members, Erin, see, I don't make these. I know it looks good, and you might think that I made this slide. I don't do this. I used to do it, believe it or not, 4 years ago, before we started hiring Philippine VAs. First impressions. You can't change a first impression. Does that make sense? No matter how much you try, it'll always be in the client's mind, that first impression. Okay, and just bear with me 1 second because I lost my... There we go. This is true in anything. Your first date, your first job interview, the first time you meet somebody at a networking event. So when you make that first contact with the prospect, with a prospective employer, you want to make sure you don't look like I look right now. Okay, I was transparent. I told you why I'm wearing this, because it makes me look younger, according to Luz and Catherine. Thank you, Luz. Normally, I would have my Bedrock logo on. I also wouldn't have this kind of background. Not if I'm trying to make a first impression. I'd be centered, which I think I am. I'd have either a virtual background or a background that's professional with my licenses up there with pictures of my kids. Okay. I would have a nice shirt on. Okay. You don't have to have a suit. People don't wear suits anymore. Suit might be overkill. Okay. But you want to make a good first impression. Now, how do you make a good first impression on a U.S. entrepreneur or a U.S. accountant? You do some research. Okay. It's not like it used to be. You could go on the internet, go on their LinkedIn profile, and find out something about them. In the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, Dale Carnegie talks about basically people is, now this is the American culture. They want you to be interested in them. They're really not interested in you. So the way you make a good first impression is you find something out about them. Do they have a hobby? Did they just get promoted? Do they have children? And then you ask them, hey, I was on your LinkedIn profile and I see you just got a promotion. Congratulations. How does that feel? Or I see you started your business 10 years ago and I'm interested in learning about how you did that. You want to ask them questions. And right away, you're a superstar. It's not that complicated. What's your actual connection to them? How did you meet? Did you meet them on LinkedIn? Were you referred by somebody? Do you have some kind of mutual acquaintances? See, this is why when we get referrals from people, it's usually a done deal. It's usually a done deal. What is your connection to them? And mention it. Say, listen, I responded to your job posting. I responded to your request for a bookkeeper on Upworks, let's say. That's your connection. Then they could say, oh yeah, that's how I know you. Because to be honest with you, I get messages all the time. I get messages on Facebook, I get PMs, I get messages on LinkedIn. I don't know where these people came from. If they said, hey, Joe, I saw your workshop about this, right away I have a connection with them. So you want to bring that out. How are you connected? Do you have anything in common with them? And again, you can get this by doing some simple investigation. If you want to land this person as a client, or you want to get the position, you have to invest some time. You know, I just put an ad in Online Jobs PH. .ph. We've used that a lot of times. We used to use it to get accountants. Now we get our staff from students. But I still use it from time to time. I put an ad in there for lead generation. And anybody that I've hired before, if you're not a student, usually we put a secret word, and Marianne knows about this because this is what got her hired. I put baseball. I said, you have to put baseball in the subject line. So a bunch of people responded. I deleted anyone that didn't have baseball in there. Why did I put baseball? If you know anything about me, I love baseball. So if you want to get a position with me and you start talking about the New York Yankees, I might fall in love with you. Okay. But the point is, you have to do some research. Find the commonalities. If they have children, you could say, hey, I see you have some young children. I could relate to that. I have some young children of my own. I see you like fishing. I see you're an athlete. What do you have in common with this person? Hi, Josie. Thank you for visiting. So if you can find things that you have in common, it's huge. Find out what they enjoy. Find out what they enjoy. Okay. I enjoy reading. I enjoy reading. I enjoy Netflix. Okay. If you watch me, if you're in my circle, if you've been in a workshop, I usually end it with, it's time for Netflix. I'm a Netflix addict. Okay. I listen to books on Audible. I read Kindle when I'm not able to read a hardcover book. But that's what I enjoy. Okay. And the secrets are out there. The secrets are out there in social media, on their websites. All you got to do is look. Next is communication. It's always about communication. Communication is the key. And let me tell you what I found out when my mother resigned. When I started Bedrock and she said, I'm retiring, I don't want to learn a whole new system. And then it all went on me. It all went on me. Hello, Maravelik. I hope I pronounced your name right. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for your time. But so my mother, and I mentioned this before, my mother helped me for over 15 years doing bookkeeping, accounting, payroll, but most importantly, getting the information from our clients. And when she resigned, I had a huge problem. Huge problem. I didn't understand why clients wouldn't give me what I asked them for. We couldn't get them to respond to emails. They wouldn't give us their bank statements. And Luz remembers this. It was a big problem. Big problem. Because if we're not getting the client's information, we can't do our job. We can't do our job. So what we did over time was we figured out what was the best way to communicate to each different client. Because we have clients that don't check their email. They'll respond to a text message. They don't like to be called. Then we have other clients that would rather be called. So we don't send them a text message or email. We'll call them. I have a client that communicates with me on WhatsApp. That's her favorite way to communicate. So I get the message and I send it to our team. Okay, so there's all different ways to communicate, but if you don't have a method of communicating, how can you have a relationship? How can you have a relationship? And that's what we're in, a relationship business, folks. This is one of the funniest tricks, marketing schemes that I ever learned. Simply sending a client a birthday card. Do you know that I would get clients contacting me saying, how come you sent my wife a birthday card and you didn't send me one? They get upset. They expect it. And for what it cost in return for the marketing exposure, you want to keep yourself in front of them. And just saying, hey, it's your birthday, happy birthday. That means so much to people. You would be surprised. You would be surprised. Myself included. There were plenty of birthdays when I lived in the United States, and I'd get my birthday card like a month after my birthday. And Janine was in charge of that, and I had it out with her. I was like, how come all of our clients get birthday cards and I'm not getting one? And I found, I'm still mad at you for that, Janine. But now I'm in the Philippines, so I expect to get my birthday. My birthday is on June 22nd. Okay? Janine, I don't know who you delegated that to, but just make sure I get a birthday card. And I'll have to give you my new address because I'm going to be moving soon. The next relationship builder is random calls. Random calls, not business related. I call my friend Bob. He's my friend because I've been doing his stuff for over 30 years. I know his whole family. I saw his kids grow up, and now his kids have children. So Bob's a friend, and I call him and I say, Bob, how are you doing? How's the family? How are your children? How are the grandkids? Nothing about business. And I'll call a lot of my clients randomly. That's how you build a relationship. You're not calling them saying, hey, can you pay your bill? Hey, why didn't you send me your tax info? You have to have a human connection with them. That's what they crave. That's what American people want. They want to know that you're there for them. And what better way to show them that you care than a random phone call? Other significant dates, anniversaries. Yeah, I said birthdays, holidays, Christmas cards, whatever. All important. You should have that in your database. Now, some of this you might think is overkill. To be honest with you, I don't think we send anniversary cards out. We do send holiday cards out. And it all depends on where you are. Now, if you're just starting out and you have a handful of clients, it's easy. Handwrite them notes. I had my cousin Vinny, okay? This guy, if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be a CPA today. He took me under his wing. He was a successful investment banker. He was also a CPA. He was, a distant cousin of mine. And he used to send me handwritten notes all the time from the desk of Vince. Do you know how that made me feel? I said, oh my God, this guy is multimillionaire, big job, retired at 50. Like, he's still sending me personal notes. That was huge. I'll never forget about it. In the end, what they want is for you to care about them. How do you show them you care about them? By doing the stuff that I just showed you. But you can't fake it. You can't fake it, folks. If you don't really care about them, if you don't care about your clients, maybe you should be in another business. Because like I said, accounting is a relationship business. If you don't respect your client, then you need to fire the client. If you don't like what they're doing, if you don't like them as a person, Fire them. Get clients that you can actually care about. They have to be in alignment with your core beliefs. Okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to know their whole personal life. Okay. But it's a feeling you get in your gut. Is this a good person? Is this a bad person? Is this somebody that I could really go to bat for? I look for people that have families, okay, that care about their families. That's an indicator. That's an indicator. We don't have a lot of single young men. Not a coincidence. Not a coincidence. Okay. Next slide. I don't ask for much. What I ask is that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. How do you do that? Go on YouTube and search Joe DiChiara and you'll find us, or search Bedrock Business Builders. Why? Because if you subscribe, all of these videos like this one will come right to your email, and it'll say Joe DiChiara is doing another live video. So please subscribe. Every Monday night, 7 p.m., I will be here with another amazing subject, content, whatever. Try to, if you can't make it live, watch the video. Thank you. Upcoming events. So we do have a new, well, this is our second batch, U.S. Payroll Mastery. Now, this is one of the services that I'm targeting that we can scale. Okay, in other words, we provide payroll services, and it's one of these services that I could see has a huge potential to get new clients. Now, what's good about payroll? Number one, it's profitable. Number two, once you have a payroll client and they find out you do bookkeeping, accounting, and taxes, it's a done deal. You already have them as a client. Now, this one, the second batch starts Thursday, April 11th. I hope you sign up. We have a ridiculous price, $77. We lowered all of our prices, so it was $197. Now it's only $77. We also have our new amazing community. We call it Jumpstart Your Freelance Career. If you're in this Facebook Live, you're a member, because we only basically promote this to our Jumpstart community. If you know anybody that might be interested, okay, Janine just posted the link. Thank you, Janine. If you know anybody that might be interested in remote working, creating their own agency, or just becoming a freelancer, join our group. There's no obligation. You can join. We are not charging people until July. Okay, so and that's because this is a soft launch. We haven't officially launched. May 18th is our official launch date. We're going to be announcing the location soon, but it's going to be May 18th. So look out for that. Connect with me. Connect with me. Don't be shy. Go to www.timewithjoe.com. If you just want information, if you want to know how to start your freelance career, I'm available. This is Bedrock, and I just want to say thank you and God bless. And I will see you all soon, hopefully. Thank you.